Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me today as we continue on our series on courage. All this month, we're going to be talking about courage, and we're going to also talk about self confidence. And I'm putting together a challenge for us to have a 3-day or 5-day challenge on self confidence, developing self confidence. So, thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to talk about courage, and I'm going to give you some of my own personal story on courage and how I prepared for the transformational work that I do. And it certainly is something that requires a lot of courage. And the thing that started for me was when I started doing poetry. I am a performance poet. I do poetry, I do spoken word. And so when I started doing poetry and spoken word, that was when I really began to have this incredible amount of courage to go on stage, because I always loved writing, but I was never one to be on stage or in front of people. And I had decided that I wanted to do my spoken word in theater. I love theater. I absolutely love theater. And so I decided that I wanted to do theater and that I wanted to bring my works to the stage. And so one of the things that I had to do in doing that was I had to do some research. I had to understand about the different things that happen with Black women, because my production, Poetic Blues, A Sister Story, is about the blues that Black women face throughout their lives and how we overcome it. So I not only, a lot of it is from personal experience, but I also had to talk to other women. I had to do some searching and some writing and some ask questions about what it is that Black women, how they feel about the blues and the things that give us the blues. When we talk about strong Black woman syndrome and how so much of that is so much a part of our lives and affects us. And so I had to do a lot of writing and researching, and I had to look at my own life and my own story, because it is a lot of my story, Poetic Blues, A Sister Story. There are some things that are in Poetic Blues that I can't say I specifically experienced myself. One of the things is we do brown skin blues. Well, obviously, I know all about that. But we also do light skin blues. My sister, who is light skinned, told me that light skinned girls have blues too, which was news to me. But I did find out that light skinned girls have blues too. So that's something that wasn't specifically my story, but it is definitely part of the Black experience. So there was a lot of looking at myself, looking at my own story, looking at the blues that I had come through, and asking questions and talking to women about the blues that they came through. So that's how I started preparing for the transformational work that I do on stage. And I have found that it definitely is transformational, the work that I do on stage. So Brown Skin Blues then led to the I Am the Color of Beautiful Global Spoken Word Initiative and Movement. And so, again, that required a lot of reading. It required a lot of searching. It required a lot of being able to understand not only my pain, but understand the pain of other women who have dealt with colorism. And so it was important for me to be able to overcome my fear of not being enough, of not being valuable, of not being considering myself to be worthy because of the color of my skin. So it required me to really dig deep and look deep inside myself and understand who I am and understand who God made me, and that I am not only beautiful, but I am intelligent and I am worthy and I am valuable. And I have the talent and the worth to be in any space that I choose to walk into. So I had to overcome that fear of not measuring up, of not being who I felt I needed to be able to be invited to, or even just to walk into any space. And so it took a lot of affirmations, it took a lot of prayer, it took a lot of meditation, it took a lot of coming into my own, tapping into my own power, and understanding who I am as this strong, incredible, beautiful Black woman who I am. And so that was the courage that I had to find to walk on stage when I am performing and own the stage. So that was where I had to tap into that power within and gain that courage, overcome the fear of talking in front of people. And I'm going to tell you, I am, I never wanted to do Facebook Live. I have always, Facebook Live was not my thing, but it has become very much a part of what I do. And so now when I'm ready to do a Facebook Live, it's not an issue of what I look like, or that I'm not this person or I'm not that person, but I am authentically Karen. And that's how I have to show up, as authentically Karen, being authentically Karen and walking in that power and overcoming the fear of not measuring up, of not being who I think I should be, but knowing that I am exactly who I'm supposed to be, this powerful, incredible, beautiful, talented woman of God. That's who I am. And so that's how I show up. And so I want to encourage you that you've got to be courageous in this journey that we call life. And I want to give you a couple of things that will be able to help you to tap into that courage and to be able to walk courageously in this journey that you are taking. So one of the things that I find is really very helpful, and that is affirmations. And you have to find the affirmation that points to whatever your pain point may be. When that inner critic pops up and tells you that you are not beautiful, you could always say what we say: I am the color of beautiful. And you repeat that to yourself all day long, every day. I am the color of beautiful. So if you are having any kind of feelings about your color, and that you're not beautiful because of what someone said to you, or how someone made you feel because of your color, then you just say, I am the color of beautiful. You look at yourself in the mirror every day and you say, I am the color of beautiful. When that inner critic pops up and tells you something different than that, you say no, you reject it, and you say, no, I am the color of beautiful. And so that's one of the ways that you can begin to, whatever your affirmation may need to be. If you need to have more than one, find the affirmation that addresses that inner critic that continues to come up in your life and tell you that you aren't beautiful, that you aren't worthy, that you are not valuable, that you are not smart. Tell yourself every day, I am smart, I am intelligent, I am powerful. And that's how you're going to begin to muster up that courage that you need to have to walk this journey called life. And you have to commit to speaking it every day. Don't let it go by. Do not let a day go by where you don't wake up saying, I am powerful. I am the color of beautiful. One of the things that I do every morning before I get out of bed, even in the middle of the night, if I happen to wake up, I say, good morning, God. Thank you. Every morning before my feet touch the floor, the fact that I have opened my eyes, I say, good morning, Father. Thank you. Thank you for another day. So that's another thing that is really important, is practicing gratitude. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will find that you appreciate so much more about your life, so much more about what you have, so much more about who God designed you to be, when you can really tap into just being grateful. And sometimes, it's even if you're just grateful for, like I said, waking up, you can start there. Sometimes people say, well, I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything to be grateful for. And they start with this whole list of complaints. But when you stop and think about it, you have a lot to be grateful for. If you aren't out on the street, you may not be in the house that you want to be in. You may not live on the street that you would prefer to live on. But the fact that you are in a house or an apartment or a room, that you have some kind of roof over your head, is a reason to be grateful. It may not be a mansion. It may not be a condo. It may not be the thing that you're wanting for in your life. But the fact that you have a roof over your head is a reason to be grateful. And with gratitude comes the courage to face those things that you have to face in life. So it is so important that you do your affirmations. Find that affirmation. Start with, I am the color of beautiful. That you do your affirmations, that you commit to doing affirmations every day, and that you also practice gratitude. Tap into your gratitude, and you will find that you will have so much more courage on your journey called life, and you'll really be able to face all of the things that come at you because you understand who you are and how grateful you are to just be in the land of the living. There are so many reasons we face and deal with so much, but we still, in the midst of everything that we're dealing with, we still have so much to be grateful for. So I want to leave you with having courage is important to getting on this journey of life, to participating in this journey of life, to going to where you desire to go in this journey called life. Courage is very important, and we're going to continue to talk about courage. And I want to invite you to continue to come to the page every day. And if I'm not here live, I will certainly post something about courage as we deal with courage this entire month, because it takes courage to move beyond colorism. It takes courage to not believe the things that you were told about yourself and your skin. It takes courage to decide that you are going to show up and you are going to be authentically you, and this is who you are, and you are beautiful. You are made in the image of God, and that this is how you're going to walk through your life. It takes courage to overcome some of the hurt and the trauma that you faced. And so we're going to be here every day in some form. It might just be a post, I might be live, but we're going to be here encouraging you to tap into that power within and tap into your courage, the courage that I know that you have, and the courage that you have to find within yourself. So have an incredibly, incredibly blessed evening, and join us back here tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's Tuesday, I will be live tomorrow because we are talking about our Wonderfully Made Wednesdays. I will be here Tuesday and Wednesday, Wonderfully Made Wednesdays. Get the courage to post a picture of your beautiful self. Okay? Get the courage to post that picture of your beautiful self. Post a picture of your mother, your grandmothers, your daughters, your nieces, your granddaughters, your sister girls. We are promoting the beauty of women of color all on Wednesdays. That's our day for Wonderfully Made Wednesdays. So we'll see you tomorrow. I will be here live tomorrow, and we'll talk more about courage. And please follow us on social media. Please share this broadcast when you see it. If you're watching the replay, please share with someone so that they can understand about the courage as we talk about courage. Someone you know might need to hear about courage and tapping into that power within. So please share. Please follow us on all of our social media. The Color of Beautiful, our website, you can see on my incredibly beautiful overlay, right, that we're at thecolorofbeautiful.com. Color is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R because you are Beautiful. So you can follow us here on Facebook at The Color of Beautiful. We're on Instagram as The Color of Beautiful. We are on Twitter as The Color of BEAUTI on Twitter. Twitter won't let us have all those characters, but so we're The Color of BEAUTI on Twitter. So join us tomorrow again as we continue our series on courage, and as we continue to look forward to Wondrously Made Wednesdays, because we are fearfully and wondrously made. Fearful and wonderfully made. We are breathtakingly melanated. We are the color of beautiful. Be blessed.
Check. Let me talk about our black women real quick. Check. Black on black and beauty's intact. Trust. There's nothing you lack. Nothing can ever sever our soul ties when we together. You my ride and tie, girl. Forever, ever. Forever, ever you fly in any weather. Black, intelligent, smart, and clever, full of grace and honor. How dare we ponder? Your strength make a black man's heart grow fonder. Protect our black queens at any cost. See, without the black queen, we catch a loss, B. Taking L's from left to right, vision blurred, but with the black queen, we elevate, you heard? Honey, caramel, hazelnut, bronze, chocolate, mocha, all shades, no cons. Skin absorbing all the sun, so much melanin. Love the color of your beauty and the light within. Concept, baby.
Concepts, you said it right. I am beautiful in God's sight. Don't you know I am Mother Earth? Everything black and beautiful I have birthed. Let's review my history. Something is steeped in mystery. Royal blood runs through my veins. I have carried my people's pains. I am dark like a night in Tunisia. I possess power and wealth like the Queen of Sheba. Naya, Kim, Cynthia, Viola, Kadia, Zozabini, Gabrielle, Beverly, Issa, from Africa, India, America, Jamaica. Dark beauty runs across the world, make no mistake, beautiful mind and beautiful skin. The peace and power that come from within. Don't you feel the pull? We are the color of beautiful.
Image and mirroring his reflection. Black and beautiful, my shortcomings is his perfections. I'm victim to this spoil and method, that's why they toil. On the clouds, I'm in crave. Homage to my people who fight to be equal.